Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we'll be reviewing and doing a demo on the new Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation and the brush as well that comes along with it. So if you're interested in this video, just keep on watching. So before I quickly jump into the review and the demo and all that stuff, let me first read below what Hourglass says about this foundation on their website. It says it's a long-wearing foundation stick with the coverage of a concealer, fluidity of a liquid, and weightlessness of a powder for invisible full coverage. Now this foundation is available at Sephora and it comes in a whopping 26 shades, and from the look of it and as much I saw on the Sephora website, they have covered pretty much all types of skin tones. There are shades which beige undertone, neutral undertone, golden, peach, bronze, deep dark brown undertones. So I think it's quite possible that whichever undertone you belong to, you would definitely find a match for yourself in this foundation range. So before I jump into the review, let's go and see the demo of how I apply the foundation, and you can see how well it covers my flaws and all that stuff, and then we'll be right back. Now I got the shade in the shade Honey, and it does matches me perfectly. As you can see, I have the foundation on. I'm wearing the foundation right now, and I do like it so far. The shade is pretty good match. It's a little bit, I would say, on a deep side, but I think it's okay. It's not that very orangey, and it does not does not really make me look like an Oompa Loompa, or I've added too much of bronzer, or I'm tan. But it does match my neck and everything beautifully after I've applied my full makeup with the concealer and everything, all that stuff. So the shade is pretty much a good match, I would say. Foundation comes in this really pretty triangular packaging. As you can see, it has Hourglass written on the bottom, and you can find the shade details as well on the bottom. I think it's a very pretty and classy, elegant kind of a packaging, and I absolutely love it. It's a twist up packaging, so you just need to open it and you need to twist up your foundation, and the foundation comes out like this. Please avoid the mess of my foundation stick. I actually broke my foundation stick. I don't know how, it just came like that, to be honest, and I just can't return it now. So yeah, my bad luck. But anyways, it is still functional and it does work. It does twist up, so I don't really have any cause of concerns as of now. The brush is like a flat top but angled brush. As you can see, it's a pretty dense shaped brush, and the bristles are densely packed, and it is quite soft. And to be honest, I'm not really fond of applying my foundation with a brush ever since I started my beauty blender. As you guys know, it's my favorite way of applying foundation, but I did use this brush to apply my makeup half side of my face, and I must say I was pretty impressed. It did give me good coverage. It did not give me any kind of streaky appearance on my face. So I do quite like the brush a lot. I mean, it's soft, it's dense, and it does pack the foundation pretty well. And when you use the foundation brush, you definitely will get a more coverage as compared to if you're using a beauty blender, because beauty blender, since it's wet and damp, it's just going to help to thin out the foundation a little bit. But if you want full coverage out of this foundation, definitely use this brush. It is actually pretty good dense brush. I was applying the foundation, I felt that it went on very, very, easily on my skin. It's very, very creamy. It glided on, it blended beautifully. I mean, it's one of the most easy to blend foundation stick that I've ever come across. Even though using a brush, I did not really find it difficult to blend the foundation in my skin, and it did cover pretty well. It did not cling to my dry patches or exaggerate any imperfections on my skin. It does look pretty even. I've been wearing for almost a couple of hours now, and as you can see, you can just see my bronzer, blush, and all that stuff. It's not faded or anything, and the best part is that it does not oxidize on my skin. I absolutely hate foundations that oxidize on my skin, and after a couple of hours they'll just make me look even more orange and brown. And I love that this foundation does not oxidize on my skin. Now I have not used any kind of primer beneath. I just used my moisturizer. I did my skincare routine, and I directly went on with the foundation because I wanted to know how long the foundation fares in terms of longevity and how it goes on the skin without using a silicone based or any other kind of a primer. And so far I really do like it. Even though while applying the foundation it did not really cling to dry patches, but after a couple of hours I'm wearing it and I see that it has like exaggerated, or just I don't know, it's showing up my dryness here around my chin area. So I do feel that this foundation probably will suit more of an oily to combination skin rather than dry skin. If you have extremely dry skin, I'm not sure this foundation will be good for you, but you can definitely go into Sephora and give it a try, or use a very, very heavy moisturizer beneath and exfoliate your skin beforehand. Exfoliation will help help you to just get rid of the dry patches and dry dead skin cells on your face, and the foundation will go on much more smoothly and evenly on the skin and not cling to that dry patches and exaggerate and skin and make it look cakey and all that stuff. So I think so far the foundation is pretty good, and it's been a couple of hours and I do like it so far. So I'll just check back in another few hours and then we'll take it from there. Hey guys, so I'm back and it is almost 9:41 p.m. right now, and I have had this foundation for about, I think, more than 7.5 hours now, and I think it did held up pretty good. Now just so you know, you must have seen this in the demo, but this side of my face I had applied with a brush, and this side of my face is with the beauty blender. And as you can see, on the side I applied with beauty blender, I still can see a little bit of my blush and my bronzer, but this side has faded a lot faster now. I'm not sure why. Now another thing is that I did not really set my face with a setting powder. I just used a little bit of my RCMA's no color powder, and that's what I'm doing. Past couple of months I'm setting my entire face using a little bit of RCMA powder, and I really like that because my skin is started to get dry again, and as the seasons changes it gets even more dry. So I don't really like to pile on too much of a powder on my face after my foundation, because it's just going to make it look even more cakey and dry, and that's just, I don't like the look of that. So yeah, just to give you what I have used on my face, I also used for my under eye concealer my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, which I use always, and I absolutely love that concealer. So this is how my face looks right now. As you can see, it's been around more than 7 hours as I said, and you can see little bit of oiliness breaking through over here, which is fine by me because it's not made me too oily, but I think it's nothing like a little bit of powder will not solve the issue. Also, the best thing is that it has not oxidized. I mean, I really love a foundation which doesn't oxidize and make me look even more orange and just weird or a couple of shades dark after a couple of hours. And this foundation has not oxidized. As you can see, it still matches my face and my neck and my chest really nice. That's what I really like about it. The coverage is really good. It is pretty heavy coverage. Now usually the foundations that have a lot of coverage are pretty heavy on face, but right now if I just touch my face I really don't feel any heaviness. I know it just feels very, very lightweight. It does not feel like I have some kind of mask on my face. So I really do like that. But only thing I would say is that it does exaggerate if you have very dry skin. I have a couple of dry patches around my cheek area right now, and it did exaggerate them a little bit over here. But I think I should just moisturize it better next time. And also, I don't really feel the foundation will suit dry skin. If you have very dry skin, I don't really think this is the foundation for you. You can definitely get away by using a proper moisturizer, heavy moisturizer, and exfoliate your skin beforehand, so that the foundation will not exaggerate the dry or the dry skin, dry patches and stuff like that. But if you have combination to oily skin, I think this is a very good foundation, and it definitely is like full coverage. If you need coverage, this is a really good foundation for that. Let me give you a close-up of my face, how it looks right now at after 7.5 hours mark. Yeah, as you can see, this is the close-up, and you can see all my scars and all that bad stuff. But as you can see, this is how the foundation looks on my skin right now, and it's been, as I said, it's more than 7.5-8 hours almost now, and I think it did held up pretty good if you ask me. What do you guys think? Do leave your comments down below. Now about the brush, I really don't think you need to buy this brush for this foundation, particularly because the brush is very similar to the Sigma F80 or 82 if I'm not wrong, and you can definitely use that brush. But I think if you want to buy, definitely it's a good brush. It makes your foundation go on very, very well. I haven't tried this brush with other liquid foundations or any other foundations yet, but I will definitely give it a try and let you guys know in my future videos, or if I'll just let you know in my other favorite videos if I really like this brush with any other foundation that I use, cream, liquid, and that of that sort. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But apart from that, the foundation brush is really good. I don't think it's worth $46 if I'm being very honest. Like, yeah, I really don't think it's worth $46, as you can see. But if you want to buy it, you can definitely, and plus it's very compact and tiny, and it's very good for traveling. So if you travel a lot and if you need a small foundation brush, I think this is a good brush. You can definitely give it a try, and it's very, very soft. I have washed it a couple of times. It has not shed as yet, so fingers crossed. I think it's pretty well made as well. So yeah, that's just my initial thoughts on the foundation brush, but I'll definitely use the foundation brush with other foundations and keep you guys posted. So yeah, I think I have covered everything, and I hope this video was helpful to you all. If it was, please do give it a big thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel. If you want me to do any other foundation videos like this, where I show you guys how the foundation wears throughout the day, please do leave it in the comment section down below. I do have a couple of videos planned similar to this of other foundations that I'm trying out. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.